Well, we've been fighting like crazy. You know, with all the struggles, the guys have stuck together and really done a great job of fighting. Very, very happy to see our hard work rewarded because it's not always easy to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're struggling. And these guys, again, to their credit, have put their heads down and worked at it every single day.
Like you said, Coach, they put their head down and they worked every single day. This looked like the most confident team has been all season, especially coming out, instantly attacking, key defensive blocks and everything. What do you think was the difference in this game compared to all the other games?
Well, we did it in practice, and we've been doing it in practice. I think that, you know, when we were out in California, we were struggling. We were struggling as a group. We were struggling with our play. We got some things out in the open and talked a lot and made sure, regardless of what happened this year, we were going to remain a team. We were going to play for the team and play for each other. And since then, we've been pretty good. Again, we took a loss when we came back home to Virginia, but Virginia played well. You have to give them credit. But again, since that game, if you look at what we've done during the games, it's much better than before. And we see it in practice every day. They just continue to work.
Coach Autry was really not happy with his team, but he specifically really kind of trashed their defensive effort and said that Matt Cleveland just did whatever he wanted to. And did you see it that way, or do you think that Matt really had an exceptional game once again?
Well, Matt's playing at the highest level he's ever played in his career. And again, it starts with his mentality, and he's had an incredible mentality over the last month. Again, starting with the team first. He's a team first guy. He's very intelligent, so he understands things. And we're trying to put him in some good position to take advantage of his strengths. Tonight we tried to get him in a situation where he could straight line drive because he either had a size or speed mismatch. You know, it's hard when that guy's coming at you full speed. It's like tackling Derrick Henry, right? You know, he's a hard guy to keep in front of you.
What do you think has changed in him? Because last year, you know, and even the beginning of this year, he was really inconsistent. He had games that were good, but then games where he was like 2 or 4 points or whatever. What do you think clicked?
Well, I think it's a lot of maturity. So, like, you know, we challenged him right when Coach retired. You know, we challenged him and they told him, you know, you have to be a leader. I know you only been here a little over a year, but you're our most veteran guy. So some of the days where you don't feel like being as mature as you should, you're going to have to suck it up. And you're going to have to accept that we're going to coach you and, again, tell you right away when you're being that way. And he's accepted the coaching. He's accepted the leadership role. And the thing on the court is we challenged him on the defensive end first. I said, look, you got to try to be ACC Defensive Player of the Year. If you do that, the offense will take care of itself. You don't have to force anything. You'll be able to get out in transition. And I think it's really clicked in with him. Again, I don't want to jinx it. And when things have gone bad, you know, you used to see him stick his head down. Now the guy lifts us all up. He continues to play no matter what the score. And that's a big sign of growth for him.
How about Jalil? I mean, he had a career high, you know, season high today, and a lot of assists too. What is it that you're seeing with him?
Well, you know, it's funny. Yesterday in practice, I thought he had a tremendous practice. He probably shot like 10%. What about half the field? He shot about 10%, but he had so much energy. He played with so much passion. He was talking, running around. And I said, you know what? He's going to have a good game today. And, you know, he's nuts. He's going to throw the ball all over the place at times. You got to live with some of that, especially if he's doing way more good things than bad things. He's gotten so much better defensively. So you can leave him out there on the floor a little bit more now because he's not making those key defensive mistakes. He's a talented kid, a wonderful, wonderful kid. So we just, you know, keep sticking with him, and he delivered on it tonight.
How do you feel? Physically, how do you feel?
I'm really, really tired.
Coach, you talking about Paul's best performance? He had all of his three-pointers today.
Yeah, we needed him. You know, when Paul takes a good shot, he's a good shooter. You know, he took 2 crazy runners, and I was ready to strangle him. But he took great shots. Matt hit him wide open threes off penetrating pitch, something we work on every day. I thought Paul's energy was terrific. His ball pressure really impacted the game, especially during the stretch in the second half where we got stops. I thought Paul was tremendous today.
You mentioned defensively how Jalil's improved. What have been those key things that you've seen in him in that department?
Yeah, being locked in. When you're a freshman, no matter who you are, there's a huge adjustment on that end of the floor. First of all, when you're somebody like Bill, he didn't have to play any defense in high school. He's a scorer, again, he shoots most of the basketballs, but he had to learn. It's unfortunate a lot of times with him because there's so much expectation on him. And if he was just able to learn and grow at a natural pace, people would understand it better. There's just so much pressure on the kid, but he's made strides. We're very happy with him, and hopefully he builds on this. That's the key for him, is to build on this. But I know he'll be in there shooting tomorrow, and when we're back to practice, he'll be working hard every day.
I know you guys coaches always, take it one game at a time and all that, but is trying to climb up a little in the standings to make the ACC tournament, is that something that you guys have set as a bar?
We don't talk about it.
No, I really don't know.
I don't talk about it with the players. I'm sure they talk about it, they see everything. I don't talk about it with our staff. If our staff mentions it in the meeting, I'm like, shut up. We don't talk about it. We have totally adapted the mantra of day by day. Every practice, every game, our thought of the days are like one day at a time. Control what you can. That's all we are doing right now. And if we continue to do that, we'll be okay. But again, it's the day-to-day work and getting better that's most important to this group.
Couple more?
Bill, what did you think of Lynn's defensive effort? Eddie kept pushing and pushing, and Lynn was pushing.
Yeah, I
right
told him
back.
that he did a great job on the glass against Eddie. And although Eddie had a lot of defensive rebounds, it was a key, especially during our stretch of the second half. He fought Eddie like crazy. Because there's a lot to go against that big, strong sucker all game long. And Eddie's a tremendous player. He played great. But I thought Lynn did a tremendous job of continuing to fight. A lot of the time, he was the only big guy out there, and he was kind of battling on the glass himself, and they were swiping at the ball, and he came with some great two-hand rebounds.
Moving forward, 2 games on the road now. How do you continue this momentum going into those road games?
I ain't worried about the next game, right? And we're worried about Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
We'll get ready for Pittsburgh. That's the thing I told our guys after the game. Let's take our show on the road now. I mean, we've been getting better. We've been getting better. Our last game was Louisville. We fought like crazy against a very good team. We lost to Cal in overtime. So we've been showing the results again. So if we can do that and again concentrate on us getting better, we'll be okay.
One more? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bill.
Go take a nap.